Hello, we made it to Monday again. Here we are at Monday, and we will have some more of Stellar Reality and you know, uh, Miss Stellar Sparrow, I guess. Maybe a few other things will get caught in there in the thing, and you can sit there and go, healing story? I don't know. I guess for those that it's meant for, it will be. You know, there is a very nasty thing called jealousy, and also, you know. Australians call it tall poppy syndrome and all of these things. And that can be terrible to deal with. It can feel very heartbreaking, and I get that. But here's the reality. If God calls you, God equips you, and He puts you in place and He moves you forward, and you're building a relationship with Him, guess what? You're not Teflon, but you're close. Really close, actually. Because all of a sudden you realize that worth is coming from here, from my God seat that God painted for me, and it's coming forward, and I know what I am. That's it, you know? These, I never know where these talks are going to go. I don't know if I'm going to give you a piece of wisdom that's going to help you, or I'm just going to babble for 5 minutes and something good will come from it, because it always does. But that is something to think about. It doesn't matter what other people think. I have words like exactly, whatever. I know whatever sounds kind of sarcastic, but it isn't. It's just whatever. Literally, what and ever. Because the reality here is what they think is what they think. You aren't going to change that thinking. But when you say whatever, or exactly, or I agree to disagree, that's a harder one. Sometimes that leads to a bit of a blah, 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 blah. But you get through it. Start to realize that worth code that was locked into you really exists and really is important. Now, it doesn't matter what you do, you know? I've seen people that do things that most people would go, hey, you can't do that. And they do, and they survive, and they actually make a living and they thrive. Why? Because that's what they're meant to do. Remember my thing so long ago, who knows when, but it was in one of my stories that I talked about, the talent that you use uniquely. The message only you can deliver and the people only you can help because your voice reaches them. None others do. Well, this is the second part of that worth code thing I was talking about before. It does not matter what they think of you. Now, I'm not Teflon on this all the time. I can have my moments. I had a few in the last few days, but also just breathe through them. I went, okay, I get it. People see me differently. If my hair was cut, no, it wouldn't help. If I didn't have like a long beard and look a little bit Jewish, no, that won't help either. You know why? Because they would find something if they wish to find something. That's how it works. I know this is a bit of a long babble, but we're gonna leave it there. Think on that. You're worth this. You're an amazing being created by God with reverence in your workings. That's amazing. That's who you are. And if you spin a wrench or you make a donut, or I like donuts, by the way, um, you know, sew a thread, speak a story, teach something to someone, or just put a flower in a pot and make it look pretty. Doesn't matter. It matters that that's your heart. That's the talent you use uniquely. None other can do it that way, exactly that way. And that's what means awesome for you. So let's leave it there. Not sure where they came from, but boy, did it come. So let's trundle off here. So for another short period of time, I hope to have the intro and the extra and futo and wingo and By the way, subscribe, please. 25, 75 more. I do live. You've never heard a live story like this, honest. Of course, this is my unique talent, unique way of doing. I know I'm not a perfect stellar teller story. Teller story? Here we are. Good job there, Eric. Yep, yeah, yeah. Gox, it's good and right there, right. And uh-oh, there comes the voices. Uh-oh. Mr. Perry, please put that back in the box. Yes, we will try. It doesn't fit anymore. Uh-oh. Anyway, enough of this stuff. Okay, if you wish to reach out to me, reach out to Eric at starthealing.me, Eric at starthealing.me, Eric at starthealing.me, and you send me an email. I'll send you one back. It'll have a link. You book that link. We talk. That's it. Without charge. Just two people getting together, having a yak, seeing if I fit. If I fit, then we'll talk about the other stuff. Don't worry. I'm slightly more reasonable than most people, sometimes. Anyway, enough of all of that. We gotta get to the story, man. I'm probably at 20 minutes now. I need to. I better get a rocket ship going here. And that's a good thing because we got one. Well, a fighter. And, she plays around with the name of that little orb, but that orb is very important. Yeah. And you'll find out how important in stories to come. Now, this one is just kind of regular. Well, she's ready to launch. There's that guy standing out there with a whatchamacallit, whatever you want to call it, because you could call it whatever you like, as long as it ain't a pumpkin or a pinkin, I guess. But anyway, enough of this. Back to we go. So she launches. That's what happens when you're on a carrier, you get launched. And she's been launched for the last few months, and she knows about launching. But she's about to deal with that little orb. Uh, Renaming time, she said. I don't like the name I gave you. Oh, Orb goes. That's all right. I am going to call you um, Lancelot. Why? Why would you do that? Because, I mean, yes, Lancelot screwed up a lot in our history and things and everything, but he was there for King Arthur, in the most part. But in my head, he is. So, you are Lancelot. It might be something else next week and the week after. I will find you a real name, but Lancelot works for this one. Okay. Now, Lancelot, I'm going to tell you something. When we engage that guy with that whiz banger, whatever that is, you told me what it is, it destroys things. I get that. It destroys my connection with you and with the ship, he thinks. Me thinks in human, so watch out. Anyway, engage. 15 ships shoot out. 30 ships off the other side. Whoa. Well, they aren't funning. Nope. She banks hard, goes under one, strikes it. He pops while his day's over. He's still alive. It's going to be probably demoted, but alive. I don't like to kill him unless I have to. At that moment, a very large blast of something goes flying over her left wing. Oh, hello, we found him. Mr. Hunter with the super weapon. Ah, he's trying again. Foop, and dove under it, and oh, he hit one of his own. That won't help anybody. Certainly not him. He's trying to fly by. Whoa. Asteroid! Eject. Oh, you were a smart one. You ejected. That's awesome. She goes, this is getting fun. Let's see if we can do this again. Lancelot goes, if you get hit, you're going to lose control. Oh, I understand that. But I have an idea. There's still manual controls. No one's ever flown these things manually in a long time. Oh, yeah, that's all right. I'm a real jet pilot. I know what DC's got. Whoop! And she takes it and does a loopy loop. And Lancelot says, please don't do that again. Wow! That was complete. I was out of complete control for a few minutes. Yes, you were. And my mind wasn't flying. So don't worry. We'll be fine. At that moment, the inevitable happens. He's aiming at her. She's unshadowing another ship. It hits both. She loses mind control. At this point, she's supposed to be a sitting duck. He wants to blast her away. And she sits there and wobbles all over the place. He comes in close, and he didn't get to go home. That's unfortunate. Didn't want to really kill him. Wanted to fight him again, but he got nasty. Lancelot said, "You just mechanically controlled this vehicle and fired a missile without mind control." Yep. By the way, it's back. Wow, did it reconnect neatly? So that thing is only temporary, and it well, you look at that. The piece of junk I think might be that. Lancelot said, "Capture that. You'll get an extra pay for that." People have been trying to get a hold of one of those from that bunch. Everybody's going for it. It's like a football. And she go, "I got it." They fire on her, and she banks away, firing off four more missiles. Two of them contact. Pops. Ah. Well, boys, I think we got them on a run. How about we go and visit their ship and give it a little bit of a ting-ting? Everybody laughs. Yeah, sure. Let's give it a ting-ting-ting. And they go off and they're firing very powerful missiles and they bounce off the carrier and the guy eventually goes, "Hey, we retreat." Floop. And they disappeared. Those folder eyes are so cool. She goes, "Well, that was fun, boys." The leader goes, forget it. Sparrow, you gotta remember who's in charge here. I get it. But we're good, right? Everybody's alive. A couple of people floating in coffins, but that's all right. They'll be picked up and, you know, things happen. 30 minutes later, she goes, "I'm Lancelot. I'm very, very tired." Lancelot, "Gotcha, girl. Bring in your home." "Home is where that carrier is," she says, and then falls into a deeper sleep. She wakes up in her bed. She's been stripped, clean. That's kind of weird, but that's the way it works on this ship. She doesn't move because she's too darn tired, and they move all her bones and muscles and nerves and put her through a workout when she needs it. Keep her nice and taut and ready for, well, she's in better condition than she ever was as a fighter pilot. She was in great condition then. But they got all kinds of other gizmos and gadgets, and they even deal with all the other inconveniences that come with bodies. It's a good day. She's sitting there reading a book on physics when her commander comes in and goes, "Stellar, yes, you blew the chain of command again. Sorry, sir. You came after me first. I understand that. Thank you for the toy, by the way. We'll be using that, but in a different way. They aren't gonna like us." "Oh, you have a nasty look on your face, sir." Well, if you have a face. It looks like a face. Yeah, it's a face. And yeah, that's a nasty look. We're gonna do something. We've been fighting these, well, opponents for a while now. We have to be civilized. Yes. Well, at least I do. I don't know about you. Did you enjoy your bath and everything? Oh yeah, that's fine. Nice clothes. Sleeping mostly for the last little while. Did you enjoy that steak that was sitting in the warmer when you got up? Oh yeah, that was a real thing too. You've been poaching cows again? Oh well, actually we're growing cows now. I mean the real thing, not that photo meat that you didn't really like. No, no, I don't like that stuff. I mean you got a cow on the ship. Well, not on the ship, but in a farm close by. And we can give you a steak and all kinds of yummy food. And want to know something? I know you're only about 3 to 4 months in, but you staying for the full 7? Yeah, yeah, that's for sure. Maybe get you talked into another? You like me that much, do you? Well, you're good, and you just took out one of the aces on the other side. He didn't see that coming. It's too bad we lost him. It would have been interesting to capture. Well, I was trying not to blow him up, but he was really being nasty. I understand that. You didn't follow the rules of engagement, but neither did you. But we're gonna fix that. What? We're gonna put you on solo hunt. All right. I don't know what that means. Well, you just go after targets on your own. You're like an assassin grade. Well, all right. I can do that. These guys are really tough. That's all right. He leaves, and Lancelot pops up and goes, "Hey, I don't know if you should have said yes. Why? That's a tough go. You're not going to get to 7 years. Most don't. Oh well, I'll go out in a blaze of glory. Yeah, well, so will I. It's without being fun from my side. You get to transfer your brain back. Well, we can do that with you too. Build you a new body. Yeah, okay. I might go for that clause because you never know when you're gonna have something happen. But not unless necessary. Understand? Yeah, yeah. Lancelot pulls out a bunch of papers. They float inside of her. She goes, "Inside, Lancelot, I can't sign on something sitting inside my tummy." Oops, sorry. He readjusts them, puts them right in front of her face. She goes, "Wow, that's wonderful. Let me read this." Okay. Oh, do they own me if I get a new body? Well, they own you for a year. That's what it costs to make one. So no fun? You get toys and things. They'll look after you. It's the best bet. We don't want to lose you. You're a good girl. Did that guy have that? No, he opted out. He said he didn't need it. He was super pilot. Well, he's super space dust now. Yeah, I know. They wish they would have forced him. It's one of their best. Well, was. Lancelot said, I agree. She puts her thumbprint on each one and opens her eyeball and gives it the eyeball. And Lancelot says, confirmed. You now will be transferred back, if possible, just like me. The best of the worlds. If it can happen, it will. And she goes, well, Lancelot, I really enjoyed talking with you, but there she goes again, Lancelot said. That was easier than usual. Usually they don't want to be remade, but she's a good pilot. Better. And she actually flew that thing manually. That's why they're going to make her an assassin, because she can handle it. Well, he goes, I need to jack in and power down too. It's been a day. Let's leave it there. Hopefully you enjoyed that story. It is a healing story. It is for those that it's meant for. Just like that voice, this is the voice that can reach those that I meant to reach. Let's have a blessing. I think a blessing of just pure, amazing, effervescent, flowing joy, followed by unexplainable peace and the protection and presence and power of God flowing through all your situations with favor, wisdom, and insight. Whatever that brush wishes to paint, it's in God's hands. According to His will and wish, that's God. According to your will and wish, this can be. We come before you, Father, and doing the story as you've asked. Now make sure that we continue to do this story as often as we can, when we can. Father, really take this story and heal people with it. I love telling stories. Those are beautiful and wonderful things. It's even more amazing when you use it and give the increase and the persons get to heal. If it's the first time or the 100th time, push back that darkness so that they can fully connect and commune with you in the way that you wish to. If it's the first time, let them find the Roman road. Let them come home. If it's the 100th time, take them even deeper than they believe they could ever go. Give them the relationship and the relationship compass so that they can sit in the middle of these storms that are going to come and be ready to move forward listening to you. Oh Lord, we are so grateful and full of gratitude to you. We ask for grace and courage. Oh, mercy and strength as we go. And we say thankful, grateful, gratitude, thankful, grateful, gratitude, thankful, grateful, gratitude. Standing in awe and honor, respect, allowing all glory to flow to Father, Spirit, Son. This is, and so this is. So you be blessed, truly and completely and absolutely blessed. May you rest well, wake well, and know that your path is well led by God. Blessings.